8 mysteries of nature that still have no explanation. Nature holds countless secrets that scientists are still trying to unravel. While people have resorted to UFOs or legendary creatures to explain some aspects of these unusual phenomena, scientists have turned to physics, genetic testing, and other scientific methods to develop their theories. Such research has a long history, but questions often remain. Here are 9 natural mysteries from around the world that scientists have yet to solve and interpret. Eternal Flame Waterfall, New York. In New York's Chestnut Ridge Park, a flickering flame gave the Eternal Flame Waterfall its name. Protected from water in a rocky niche, it can burn on its own indefinitely, although it sometimes goes out. This is an extremely rare phenomenon. There are fewer than 50 eternal fires in the world, geologist Giuseppe Edioli said in an interview with National Geographic in 2024. Flammable natural gas, formed at extremely high temperatures during the decomposition of organic materials, seeps from underground, constantly feeding the flames. People, forest fires, or lightning can ignite them. What is unusual about the flames in New York is that their source, located more than 1,300 feet below the surface in the Rion Street Shale Formation, is relatively cool. The traditional hypothesis of how natural gas is formed is that you need to heat water to more than boiling point, researcher Arne Schimmelmann said in an interview with State Impact Pennsylvania in 2013. But our rock here is not that hot and has never been that hot. One theory among researchers was that minerals such as iron or nickel could be catalysts for the flames. European wheels, Sargasso Sea. The ancient Greek philosopher Aristotle wrote, "Wheels originate from the so-called Earth's entrance, which grows spontaneously in mud and moist soil." More than 2,000 years later, scientists knew this was not true, but they still had no idea what wheels were produced. Danish biologist Johan Schmidt traced the migration of European eels to what he believed was their spawning ground in the Sargasso Sea. Some travel more than 3,000 miles to reach the North Atlantic region, bounded by 4 currents. This discovery was made more than 100 years ago, and scientists still have questions about how European eels travel, including how they navigate, their routes, and how fast they swim. Learning more about how these eels reproduce is crucial, as the number arriving in Europe has fallen by 95% since the 1980s. In 2022, scientists published a paper describing how they tagged eels and confirmed that adults do indeed migrate to the Sargasso Sea, possibly to spawn. Despite years of research, no one has found adult eels or eggs at this location, casting doubt on whether it is their breeding ground. Savanowski Crater, Alaska. Fly over Katmai National Monument in southwestern Alaska, and you will see a lake that looks too perfect to be man-made. It is over 1,600 feet across and over 360 feet deep. Melting snow and rain filled the crater, which formed sometime during or before the last ice age. In the 1960s and 1970s, scientists studying Savanowski Crater sought evidence of a meteorite impact. It is entirely possible that a meteorite caused the deep, circular hole. However, retreating glaciers probably took away any traces of the impact. The crater may also be the result of a volcanic moth, which University of Alaska Fairbanks professor T. Neil Davis described as a volcano that tried to fail in a 1978 article on the mysterious Savanowski puzzle. When a magma pipe hits groundwater near the Earth's surface, it erupts in a steam explosion, forming a rocket. The lava continues to spew smoke and ash before subsiding due to lack of pressure. Singing Sands, China. In Josephine Tay's 1952 novel Singing Sands, a police inspector finds himself involved in a murder investigation into a mysterious poem. Pieces that talk, streams that stand, stones that walk, Singing Sand. Although the story is fiction, Singing Sand is very real and can be found in Indiana, Japan, Egypt, and California. Many of these sites, such as those in the Chinese city of Wuhan, become tourist attractions. A low frequency hum emanates from the sand scattered across the dunes in these locations, sometimes loud enough to be heard from 6 miles away. According to NOAA, certain conditions, such as the size, shape, and silica content of the sand, test the line between the sound. Why the frequencies of shifting sand sound like music remains a mystery, according to a 2012 study. Mysterious circles, Namib Desert. For decades, barren patches in the arid grasslands of the Namib Desert have puzzled scientists. Nicknamed fairy circles, they stand out against the green vegetation in South Africa. Some scientists suggest that termite colonies consume plants and burrow into the soil, creating a ring that grows larger and larger. In a 2022 study, a group of researchers stated that they found no evidence of insects in the circles they studied. Instead, they used sensors to monitor moisture uptake by plants. Their results suggest an ecohydrological feedback loop. Essentially, these patches sacrificed vegetation to divert more water to the grassy patches. These grasses are arranged in a circle because it's the most logical structure for maximizing the use of water available to each individual plant. Stefan Getson, the ecologist who led the study, told CNN in 2022. Other researchers suggest that microbes may be the potential culprits behind such circles. Devil's Kettle, Minnesota. For years, curious visitors to Judge S.R. Magnin State Park have tossed sticks, ping pong balls, and colored dyes into the Blue River to try to trace its flow. As it winds through the park, it spills over several waterfalls, including Devil's Kettle. Some of the water cascades into a pit, and no one knew where it went after that. Some thought the water might flow underground to Canada or Lake Superior. In 2017, hydrologists compared the amount of water above and below the water, and it turned out to be almost identical. Scientists think they have a pretty good idea where the water flows, but they don't know for sure. Hydrologist Jeff Newton said on Bicycle, Science Salted, podcast. So where do all those ping pong balls go? Powerful, swirling currents with a flow into pieces, he said. Earthquake Whites, Mexico, when a 7.0 magnitude earthquake struck near Acapulco in 2021, people in Mexico City, hundreds of miles away, used their phone cameras to capture strange lights in the sky. Blue flashes lit up the sky like lightning. Not all experts are convinced of the existence of earthquakes, although they have been documented for centuries around the world. Some scientists believe the trigger is the result of damaged power lines and rain, according to NPR. Others are studying the phenomenon in hopes of using the light that sometimes appears before an earthquake as a kind of early warning signal. Lake Hillier, Australia. Off the coast of Western Australia lies the bright pink Lake Hillier. It looks surreal, as if someone dumped a huge amount of Pepto-Bismol into its super salty waters. Biologists have hypothesized that microbes that produce pigment are responsible for the lake's bright color. In 2022, scientists published a study examining the water's microbiome. They discovered a number of bacteria, viruses, and algae. Some produced purple sulfur, while others were associated with a red-orange color. Together, they combined to produce a pink color. The researchers noted that other organisms may also contribute, and further research is needed. That same year, there was a huge amount of rainfall, which diluted the salinity, which is also a key factor in the color. Today, the lake is only pink, but scientists believe that the brightness will return as more water evaporates, the Australian Broadcasting Corporation reported earlier this year.